Hello gang, welcome back down to Boundless Bay. Whoa, look at that. You beauty. That's what we like to see. Trains going through the middle of residential areas. I did a little bit of fencing work and decoration down along between the people's homes, just to sort of give them a slight buffer. You know, this is sort of what it looks like down here. You might have seen from the actual screenshot on the title page of this episode was a shot taken down here. A couple of things I've started putting in. You'll notice when you put track over road, you get these god-awful gaps just under the road. All I do, and a quick tutorial straight into it, while I do this, I'll discuss what we're doing today. We're going to hook up Hastings. Basically, we're going to continue our passenger service on. But what I do is I get these, maybe about 10, and then I just literally line it up. You can do it however you want. It's gone too far. And you put it in like this. So, oh, that's too quick, too quick. So we'll put one in over this side. Like, yeah, okay, I get that you want to do that, but don't do that. Maybe spin for me that way. Just see, it snaps against the road, so you just have to be wary of that when you do this. It does snap to the road. Where can I get you where you're not going to be snapping to the road? That's pretty good there, hey. Give me a slight twizzle. A back one, up. I guess you could go there, but if you're really into your decoration and you want to make it look like it's good, that you put that in and it comes up like that, just closes that gap down. Rather than having these gaps in and around under here, you can just see them there, right? It looks a bit realistic how the road's paper thin. So what I've done is I've added in the fences and stuff, bushes. I've painted up a bit of grass here too with this mod here, this paint tool. I used like a combination of this one, right? Just to add, you can see it there, pops into play, just to make it look a little bit unkept through here. You know, just like, a bit like that, because you typically would see it sort of a little bit unkept through there, but that's kind of that, right? Pretty cool. Got it good. We'll continue decoration on for that sort of stuff as we go. The other thing I was unhappy with about the line when we left out, when we did the track ride along, see I've actually put in a bridge over here, was the roads that actually came across here. I took out this road and obviously put the bridge there. I moved this road down a little bit further just because we had the track humping and bumping like a bloomin' like wave ride or something as the train came in. It was making me feel seasick, and I don't even get seasick. So I did that. I retained a few, well, you saw me retain a few things. I also rocked up the area, concrete / rock up the area to make it look like these are all on sort of more solid foundations. And we can probably do a little bit more on that around here, but we'll let the AI sort of build in and around. And then what I typically do when I do these industrial areas, you can see if this is the industrial area here, this is what I typically do for industrial areas. I give it one big giant, and I'll use the old Crete for this one. Is it that one? That's the broken, that's the asphalt 3. I think it's the broken one. Right. Now then we get our brush, we crank it up, and then I just go in and around and I do all this. Right? I paint that all in, because I know that this is all like industry, sorry, not residential, it's industry. Paint up all of that. Probably go to about there. Not so much on the outsides here, just keep it to the internal buildings. Much like that. I like to actually do in here, like that. I'll keep that sort of gravelly just there, and I'll do like that bit there as well. All down here. Even though they're along the... I might leave the sandy bits there. I might do all that in there. Okay. Right, and then what I do, get this, assets. I'm going to go ahead and take out a lot of the trees that have been just in-game trees, not the actual buildings trees, because some of the buildings do come with their own trees. Paint tool, give me that. Paint up that. I will typically just do all of that, actually, to be honest. All downtown as well. Actually, yeah, let's paint all downtown. Let's just do it all, the concrete jungle. Where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Okay, that's enough. Stop singing that. I'm going to leave the rest of that. But then you get this effect, right? You get this nice sort of towny effect, and then obviously you could actually do this terrain. Get your smoothing brush and just smooth it out through everywhere, right? Give it a nice little smoothage. And then you don't get your little lumps and bumps in and around the town. Well, you get a few, but that's okay because not everything's perfect. But you get that sort of desired look, that sort of desired effect. And then what we would also do is we would probably end up walloping a bit of a fence down and around through here. What kind of fence will we use? Well, seeing as we got for this industrial look, you know, you got this kind of fence here, which is the industrial fence, right? But I kind of don't like it. So we could either use a wire fence here like this. So we could go, let's say, well, yeah, I'll probably go this one. Now I could go curve, but because it's fairly straight row, it's fairly, like the track is kind of curved, I will keep it like that, giving plenty of room, and I'll just go to that line. I'll go to that point again. I'm just kind of showing you how I go about what I do in terms of stuff. I'm going to keep the post to the outside and keep the smooth side on the inside, right, and just up into there. Right, so that's the kind of look I would go for in here in sort of industrial town, much like that, right? We'll do one more section. The good thing about this little footpath here, nothing's going to build there, so I could actually turn that into a bit more, like I could put some bushes and stuff into it. Now, I probably could have switched that to the right, but I'll keep it on the left. And we'll go line again. One more. Yeah, it probably would have looked better the other way, but I'm okay with it being this way, to be honest. Right, and I could probably keep going through there, but then you get this sort of a look. Then you'll get some more buildings built in and around here. We could actually help the AI. There we go. It's plonked in a road just there. I'm going to actually get rid of that. I don't like that road. I don't like how all that is. I'm going to fix them up. It's like when you're a kid and your mum fixes your pants up and everything, tucks your shirt in, ties your shoelaces before you head off to school, kind of thing. You know, I'm reminiscent a long time ago now, though. Am I happy with that? Sure. I like that. Even give it like that, right? Do that. Yeah, bing bang. Good. Give me one in here as well. Let's go like, let's just go one like that. Okay, not exactly what I wanted, but okay. I'm going to go like that. Right, that's kind of going to be that little area in there. Let's see what the AI make of that. Yeah. Okay, hopefully the buildings will come this side and in there, but I guess we'll see. We could probably put a little side street just in here to get something plonked up along there. How would you do it? Not really a lot of room. You're not going to get much built in there, are you? I mean, if I came off that way, probably. I'll leave that. We might put some false buildings in there, but basically you get that. You get what I mean. And so you're going to get this nice effect, and you see this little bridge has just the slightest little hump in it here. I actually like that little. I actually really like that little hump. The bridge was too low, and I didn't want to go higher because the other height would have been up around here. So what I did is I put the height I wanted. It didn't accept it. I just hit the W key, the M or W, M, and the M for Mary just popped a little like bulge in it, and I love it. And the train just slides under that. Right, that's enough talk about that. We're going to take our line here today. We're going to come out. I'm going to leave the loop in for the moment. We're going to come and follow this line out still, but we're going to branch off it. We're then going to come over the top, right, over the top of this industrial line here, this line here, over the top onto this shelf before we start heading and gliding up this way. Right, we're going to glide up this way along the road. We're then going to skip across the road. I think, yeah, we're going to skip across the road. and up around this way, like I was talking about, in, and then potentially back out, attaching back onto there and down. Now, the beauty about that is because we've got our freight line just here, what we're going to do, we're actually going to be able to split off our passenger service that comes up here this way. We're going to be able to split off that and feed it down into that cargo line there, freight line. So we can be able to piggyback the passenger service to get some freight up and down here as well. So really sort of look, I wish I could put a draw in an overlay for you here, but so yeah, basically we're coming up there with the passengers like that, up, in town, back out, and on our way. Okay, we'll probably just feed it back in the same way. So we'll keep our loop for our train. We might run 2 separate trains, point to points. If we do that, we're probably going to need a place. If the train comes in, speaking of trains coming in, when the train comes in, it might need a place to back down to here before taking off back up that way. We'll see how we get there, hey? First things first, I think, which is important, is to establish where the train's going to go. We know our track will come in this way, and we've got a lot of industrial through this side of town, so I'm quite happy for this line to probably not carve through the guts of town so much, but maybe put the station over here, so when the line comes up, in, and out. I have remembered also that we haven't got bus services for these, but you can see that this train's making pretty good money. In fact, how many people are on the deck here? 166 still. You've got 56 and you just left before to drop off. You've got less, but I'm thinking, oh, there you are here. So I'm thinking we give it, let's just do this. Oh, crikey, I didn't want to do that. Let's just, oh, crikey, that took us all the way over there. Let's just, I was like, where's the train gone? Let's do this smart. Manage the vehicle. We're going to add 1 carriage onto it at a time, okay? 1 carriage at a time. Okay. It just got 76 on. It just got the 76 on. That is crazy, man. Okay, cool. How many did it leave on the deck here? Still 103. Okay. We'll just leave that. It's making good money. We don't want to make. We don't want it to start losing its money, even though we are making brilliant amounts of cash at the moment. We'll get back into freight services sort of next time. The main thing is we're getting our passenger services connected up on this side of the map. The last passenger service will be the connection to Masterton. Now Masterton down here is going to need 1 big epic station because it's going to have traffic coming from this side, and then it's going to have all the traffic coming from this side. So this will kind of be the center point, the focal point. We'll put in a big passenger port as well, and we'll take in people via boat as well from Port Charles. Probably I'm tossing up whether we make the big port at Silverdale or we put a big passenger port here at Castle Point. I don't know yet, but there'll be 1 from each as well that comes in down to here. Okay, so the key here is getting this train up and around here because there is quite a height difference when you're coming from there trying to climb up here. We might even just have to cut a little whisper through there to come up and in. This is where subways would be brilliant. Look, it's probably going to be better over here and then running a loop around the back and maybe just tucking underneath the residence so the residents can keep building and then back out, and then you can swing past. Oh, it doesn't really matter there because there may be freight out here as well. So if the passenger service came up and tucked in this way, it's hard to really tell here how I want to do this. So let's just look overhead. Sometimes bird eye view is better. We bring the line up here because I could probably then feed them a cargo station, either sit one out over here, which can then feed back on that line and it can split off and come around here. And then I can probably put a passenger service in over here. Or I could put one in and still cut through the town just a little bit. You can see the residents just over here. And this is all commercial and industrial on this side, obviously. So anything that we put over here is not going to affect, there won't be noise pollution over this side if we put it over here. But what do we think? Look, I'd love it there. You know what I'd love even more? I'd love it to sit. I would actually love it to sit like down there, sunken a little bit. I wouldn't mind a slightly sunken station down here. I could take a sunken station. Go out. No, because I don't want to tunnel too much. Well, firstly, this road might be hampering my look process, so we can slick the line down that side. Or, like, we do what I say, and we pull in it over here. This is realistically probably the best bet over here. Is there anywhere in here we can sort of slam it right down the guts of the town? Probably. Let's do it. All that, I've completely then just changed my mind again. Just slam it right in the guts of town. But we're going to do it like this. I probably could bring a cargo station in there too then, couldn't I? Probably. I'll show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to have it about there, to be honest. Right? Then I'm going to actually... Is it all pretty flat up? It looks pretty flat up here, doesn't it? I'm going to just take the track now and work this. Just to sort of show you what I want to get here. If this stays pretty flat... We're actually going to come out of town this way. Because I think it'll be fun. And it'll give us a nice little ride through town, like that. And then we're going to come around here, where eventually there'll probably be some kind of freight yard out here, or freight yard into here. Yeah. We can do something fun with this, I think. Yeah, we want you to stay flat for us, buddy. This is where I'm thinking we can tunnel under there. That's fine. That's allowed, okay? It's only a short little shallow tunnel, but it's going to allow the AI to build up and around here and get around and that sort of jazz. Right, now you're starting to go up. So we're actually not going to have that. We're going to have you be able to come down ever so slight. I don't mind a slight little bridge, actually. You can have... You can have that. I like that little red bridge. Okay, we're going to keep you coming downwards, right? Because you are going to come through there and attach back onto the train station on that side. Yep, through there. Okay, so I'm going to leave you for the moment. And then you... Oh, sorry about your house. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to wait until we get you attached up properly. So, that's upset a few people, I'm well aware, downtown here. What we can try and do here... Can I squeeze anything else there? No, but we might be able to get... Yes, we can definitely get those on, which will help out some of the people. That's not going to give us a connection there, is it? That will. Right, so I only put these in, realistically, so it just extends my connection zones to both sides without having to put bridges and stuff in for the moment, just until we'll work on passenger services for the towns a little bit later. At the moment, I just want to work on getting these rail services in, and then vice versa. We're actually going to take you out like that. Oh, you're not going to allow it, are you? Oh, I didn't quite want to lose that building just there. I liked it. Too much curve. I've seen worse. Okay, so you'll allow... Yes, if I can have that, I will. I'm just going to run single track through town at the moment. Oh boy, I'm digging that. That's going to be fun. Okay. Well, now we know what we're kind of doing. Let's work on this part down here. I'm almost eating the mic. I'm into the screen at the moment. I'm so into the screen. Right. Here's how we can do this. I'm going to have you come split off straight up there. I need you level to begin with, before you then come around this way and you start to go. We'll see if we can pull it up by 1. We cannot because we have a problem there. Houston, we have a problem. Right. Here's the next step. This was always going to be tricky. I might be able to pull it off earlier. Let's see if I can get that, like, that's kind of what I want. So, let's get our track where I want it up here. I'm okay with slight incline. You can have level 1 incline. That is still quite high, isn't it? Bring it around there for me as much as you can. I might have to put a whole new split off for this. Because if I have you there, no, I knew that would do that. I don't know why I even tried it. Okay, let's be smart about this for a second. Let's get you right. That is our connection off there. So we get a nice flat connection just there. Let's just start and see if we can come from here now. Start to just, yep, incline. That's perfect. Keep you inclining. No, it's just not. I'm just not going up high enough early enough. New option. We do something fantastic and fun until I can think of anything else, and that fun and fantastic is actually going to be doing this. And you're like, oh man, this is new and exciting, and I'm like, yes, this is daring and bold. And are we derailing things there? We are not. Okay, what are you doing, game? I just didn't want to come that high. I need a little bit more room. I don't know if you'll give it to me. Next option. Option number 2. Actually, it's option number 20. We're going to come from this direction. Coming around here. That's kind of what I want to get to. We just haven't got enough room to do exactly what I want here, because we're at such a low height here. I think we can get this to work. It's just going to be a matter of where from. We might have to come at that sort of height straight away. I don't know if that's going to help it. No. It just literally wants to just get sucked in by the train track. Okay. Last option. Give me the height you want through here. If I can have that height, which this train here, okay, pause. I'm just going to take you out for the moment. I've got a feeling I can get you to do what I want. If I can actually get, if I can get that. Right, so I want, that's what I want. I'm going to give it this bridge. That's actually, yeah, that's totally fine. Give it that one. Trust me, we'll be right. We'll get this, team. We'll get this. You are quite steep there, aren't you? I just didn't want you that steep. I mean, that kind of works. Okay. Then what happens is hopefully this is low enough. Auto save. That I could get a tunnel through. But for some known reason, that is not a height that is acceptable to the game. But I feel like it's fighting me on this, and I don't think it should be. That is an acceptable height. What's not acceptable is your potential terrain issues. Maybe that's your problem, is the terrain issues you're having with it. Right, so you will take a little bit there, but you're actually wanting to come through flat. Okay, it just doesn't want to go that height, but it will go that height. I've put the wrong bridge in there too, by the way. I'm going to go with that one. So I'll get what I want there. We'll put our bridge back in that we want here. Right, that's not acceptable. What the heck? How do you allow that, but you don't... What? Game. That I will just accept that. The train will be fine from there. Okay. Now. Let's work from this way. That's quite steep, Ham. Yeah, that's not me doing that though. That's the actual AI. It's a steep incline. We're gonna need a chugging train to get up this. Everyone's still with me here? Now the trouble is, and was always going to be, Derail Valley. Never played it. Seen a bit about it. That's why I wanted to kind of keep that height over, bring it down this way. But I don't have quite enough room to do that either because of the roads. And I don't want to take the roads out. I want to try and make this work. So, how is your derailment? This bit of track doesn't matter, but that track there does. If I take you out of there, yeah, you just go back to plopping up like that. So I've got this at too great a height up there. Can I now start to bring that maybe down? Yeah, I just have to bring it. I just have to do it. It legit just has to be that steep, which is fine. It's just the early on trains struggle with tracks that steep. That's why I try to avoid it, because it really slows them down. But at the end of the day, it is just a passenger service, so we can try and make do. Okay, well that's fine. That's how that train goes. Hey buddy, I wouldn't sit there. We all get what we want. We get up the hill. It's gonna be tough going for those chuggers to get up there. Right, that's not the last bit though, because you need to have that track. Well, actually, it's coming back down that line. Which we don't have to worry about now. It'll come back down here and switch onto that side. So that's its way up and down. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. Shall we continue? This is, now we're going slightly easier. We want to keep this grade all the way. We want to keep this nice sort of grade 1 incline all the way up here. I don't mind hugging the road a little bit, but what I don't like is when I'm trying to keep the grade 1 and then you start dipping and poking because of the roads. Okay, you're not, you're actually tunneling. So it was my bad. Right, well then, I guess we try and hug the road as best we can with another grade 2 incline just there. Bugger. Keep following the road for us. We will get to a point where we're going to have to cross this road and we'll... Too much slope. Oh, we might be able to tuck under the road just here. This is a massive climb. This probably would have been better for trains. I don't mind that. I don't mind that bit of tunnel to go under the road. How's our roller coaster looking? Look, it's kind of got some roller coaster to it. I wonder if we could just take this out and just redo this for a sec. It might be painful to you guys, but trust me, it makes it better for riding along as well when the thing just looks a little bit tidier all the way through there. You can cut out your, like just that bit there as well. It means we are going to have to cut down lower, but maybe instead of cutting a tunnel through there, I might actually just cut. Yeah, that's better. I don't mind it actually being lower down and the car's up higher for once. That's actually quite nice. Before you come swoop up here and then bustle into a tunnel where we can use the tunnel to cheekily go up a bit steeper in gradients so we can poke our head out here. Before we poke under this little mountain. Remember, we said we can go under mountains, but what we can't do is span like that far. We can go under little cheeky ones like that. That's a long way. Oh, that's longer than I wanted. Right. It's quite a steep gradient, isn't it? Well, I got an idea. How about we cut the valley into it? So we take it to there. That's how much you're talking. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it because we can still come out like that. Man, this is gonna need a decent train to get up this. Okay, we're not cut. I'll sort of smooth that out with the gun to get the desired look we want. That's fine. And then we can come up. This is the little tunnel here. Just give me this for a sec. Plug that in. You got tunnel there. Kind of don't want that tunnel there. Right. I will have a tunnel just here. I'm okay with the tunnel just there for that little bit of mountain. But then here, I want that. That is one heck of a line. And we've got so much money up our sleeve, I'm going to burn heaps of it right now, even though it's the wrong thing to do. But I just want to fix all this up. Right, just so you can get a look. And then what you can do is we can go through, not you, but you can if you want as well, if you're playing along. What we'll do is we'll typically go ahead and paint up rocky canyons through here. Like you can see how the terrain's already taken to it and has changed it to rocky sort of conditions. We'll sort of do the same in and around it. Right. See, that actually looks alright through there because it actually looks like a proper valley. Little cheeky tunnels here and there. Cheeky tunnel to go under the road. Love that. And then we'll just smooth all this off a little bit down through here. We haven't even really spent that much, to be honest. Push all that mountain back, but then we'll rock up the walls as well. But just to take the square edges off it a little bit. We've still got some squarish edges there. We might be able to do some retaining work as well. Right, and then, so this is what I was talking about. We can have our freight line really climb. We could probably squeeze it. We could start way back down here, right? Way back down here and start to edge it and climb it all the way up on a nice gradient just to climb up to that one. Not going to worry about that today. That's definitely for another day when we put that one in. Right, so that, oh man, it's when you're putting these kinds of tracks in, it is a lot of work, right? Especially when you're starting to try to do some tricky things with it. It does tend to take a fair bit of work. Also, can we just take a moment to now that we've got a bit of cash money in the bank, let's get a little bit of smoothing action around here, eh? Everybody just take a moment to smooth out, calm down, relax, kick back and enjoy. Right, this is gonna be one heck of a climb for this poor train. Right, and then we snake through the town back out, because remember, we're potentially either going to put some freight out here or freight down here, so it's going to look marvelous. Right, we have to start going down, prices go down if we want to have any chance of getting back onto that line. I thought it was going to come up that side, but we're coming up this side. Just the way things are. So I think the easiest way is going to be, let's pick a point here where we're going to split off our line. Probably just here where we've got the cheeky tunnel, and we'll go double cheeky tunnel like that, right? Double cheeky tunnel. Would have loved to have it closer. Like have them sort of come through at the same level. Like that, almost. Yeah, like that. Are we happy with that gradient? We have to be for the moment. Just as I thought. Way too steep. And so much tunnel. Well, not really, actually. The tunnel is only just there. Okay. That's a long way down. You might have to now come this way. I don't like putting in helixes. I'm not a big helix type of person, but we're almost bordering on putting in a dang helix. Right, I'm going to do everything I can to avoid a massive helix, but I will go a serpentine. I've got a novel idea here, which actually might look quite nice. This is not going to work for me. This is not going to work well for me at all. This, however, might. I'm just sort of playing here for a sec, gang. Just don't mind me. Don't mind old Hammy. How far down till you decide you want to play the game? Just keep coming until you decide you want to play so I know where I've got to work to. Down to there. It's a downhill run, so it makes no difference at the height. How do we feel about that? Okay, except for that long stretch of tunnel. I'm just going to put this in here, right? I'm going to fix that bridge. Don't even tell me that this bridge is only for water. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. We're going to have some tunnel in here. We're also going to have in and outs. Oh yeah, I love it. Nothing says mountain bypass like in and out tunnels. Oh yeah. I'm just getting vibes of like Thomas the Tank Engine-esque. You know those beautiful model roads that model railroads? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. I'm dyslexic, okay? Everyone knows I'm dyslexic, and if you don't, well there you go. You know I'm slightly dyslexic. Rail model road that the Thomas the Tank Engines were on. They were beautiful, beautiful scenery. Look at that. So we've got one line. That's the line heading up the mountain. This line no longer matters. It may later when we put some freight in, but for the moment, oh, that's going to be brilliant. Up this way, in, around, back out. Oh, lock yourselves in for a fun track ride along today, gang. This is going to be brilliant. Right, so, and then we just have you join back up. Literally, it's just going to be a fly on like that. How do you feel about derailments? You feel pretty good about that. This is how we work this. Up that way and... No, Ham, what are you doing? Yeah, it's got to be... Okay, this is normally the opposite way do I go. But it's got to be down this way, up that way. Right, we don't really need signals. We're only going to be running one train on it at the moment to get this thing up and running. The last thing we've got to figure out now is when the train comes in, that's the train in fast speed going, and then it's got to go back out. How now, brown cow, are you going to get it to back out? You could get it to back out. Oh, is this going to be too hard? Oh my gosh, this looks fun. Okay, you come into the station. So, where is your line? Your line comes both ways. It goes through this side to come around and stop on this side. So, you're going to be coming in, stopping this side, before you back out, and then you're going to back around to here. Oh, brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Wait till you see this. You're going to back around to here, into here, then you're going to go back up this line. Shut your face. Right, I'm going to give some waypoints here and some signals. So I'm going to put a signal there. This should work. This should work. It means it's probably going to try and drop people off there again. Huh. Unless there's a way we can bring the train to come down, pull it off somewhere. When it comes back down the hill there, maybe we could have brought it. down into this station and then backed it up to there. Oh, that's a fun idea. Why didn't I think of that? So you go straight ahead down into this freight yard. I didn't delete this building. I got to re-put that back in. We bring it straight down into here, then it reverses back up the line. Oh, now that's kind of realism. When you gotta think about it. That's kind of realistic. That's ugly. Yes. Okay. Don't hate me for that. I'm going to leave you connected to that, but I'm also going to have you. Hey, am I going to leave you? No, I'm not going to leave you connected to that. This is how we do it. Now, some might argue that this is also how you can get the freight line connected up. No, I don't. This is the down line. This is not the up line. This is the way. Train goes chugga 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 into here. It might argue because it's a freight station though, Ham. Let's test it. Let's test that line. It might not like this, so we go from here. We go from here. We then come up to this station where we head down to, yeah, it's probably not going to like it because it's a freight. Before it then backs up into there and off it goes again. It's doing what I say. However, it will probably argue that this is not passenger. I really hate that junction, by the way. I hate all of that. Okay. Okay, that should have fixed that, did it not? That fixed that. Okay, cool. I don't know why you need to slip. You're going... Oh, you're going up that line. You did not need to slip there, my friend. It comes... Yeah, it comes, Huh. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Yeah, you just stay doing what you're doing. Then you back up there, then you come back out there and cross over that way to go where you need to go. That's fine. Then you're going to come down here. You're going to come down there. But we need to give you the ability to cross out of here. Still. This road that I put in here is really bugging me. This whole thing is just a mess, complete mess. Don't you love it when you go ahead and decorate and then you've just got to undecorate it? Undecorate it? We're going with that, are we? You've just got to remove it? Is that better? Yes, Ham. Remove it. Okay. We'll get this in a sec. Let me just fix this. Okay. This would be better if that just went straight in like that. Hey, oh, it's not a brilliant line. Okay, cool. That's kind of how we're doing it. Except I'm gonna have you come. I'm gonna have that slipped, right? Am I gonna have that like that? No, I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm actually gonna do this. One more fix here. I'm gonna have you not slipped. I'm gonna have you. Hook up with you, buddy. Buddy old pal there. Okay, we've got issues. I mean, look, I know, I've got issues, yes. You guys don't have issues. I have issues. Right, that's how we're doing that. You're still not happy because you have... I mean... You're trying to come down this way, and I haven't given you the opportunity to switch earlier. I would prefer you to not come into the same line as the actual timber. That's the whole point of this. It's what I'm trying to do. I would prefer you to come into one. That's the wrong one. I would prefer you to come into one. Like that. Which means you're going to switch. You're going to switch there. That's fine. We'll have you switch there. That's easy done. Then you're going to go... So, the main thing we're going to have to do on this line... is we're going to have to turn this train around before we send it out, or we send the train from the we're not going to send a train from here today. We're going to put in a fake depot up the top here. We're going to send the train out from the top to send it down to get it going the way I want it to go. Otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to try and change. Right, that I still don't know if it's going to argue with us that this is freight instead of passenger. To fix that, there's one way I can fix it just so I can save an argument, and that is to switch out and put a passenger platform down here. So if I just go ahead and do that, right, I'll put in a passenger building too, right? Does that affect it in any way? No, it does not like that. But if I do... Whoa. If I do this... I take out 2 of those. Right. Get that in there. I can even bolster it out a bit just to give it a little bit extra oomph, bit of extra oomph. Right, I put those in. That gives us the passenger hookup that we want, so that will hopefully not make the train line argue with me about passengers and about using it as a stop. I don't know if they patched it out or not. I don't know if it's still in. It used to be a thing where if you tried to do that, the game didn't like it. And it decided it wanted to not have a bar of it, and it complained about it. Anyway, so let's give that line a name. Let's call this the Mountain Passage, okay? We're just going to give it a nice name like that. We're going to give it the green. Are we going to give it the green? I would probably prefer to make this pink just so we can see the differences in the lines when they're sort of doing their thing. Yeah, and then you're going to back up into here and drive straight out forwards. Oh, gang. Let's buy a train and see how this goes. We're literally going to buy a train and just add a one-off depot here until I get a proper depot. Like I said, until I get a proper freight yard sorted. That's how we're doing this. I'll just have you go like that for me, please. Doesn't have to be fancy schmancy. That road is absolutely hideous. Not having it. If you want a straight, you know what, you can have a connection like from here or something, eh? Okay, look, that's not permanent. That's just not permanent. Okay, right. I don't know if this is going to work. This is I don't know if this is going to work. We don't have diesels yet, do we? No. We have not been playing. We also want to click back that. Right. That whole time I should have probably been playing, but I had stuff I was doing and mixing around. Can I just make sure my tracks are actually okay down here? Like, can we just check on this? I know this has been a long episode already. I just don't care anymore about long episodes and short episodes. I just care about having fun with you guys and playing and building. The Timberline is the one I'm worried about doing its thing. Just fast forward here for a sec. I need to see that train come in and do its proper thing first. Where is that timber train? Don't tell me that's the oil train. Here's the timber train. A bloody autosave. You know what? While we're on the subject of autosaves, I'll let you finish your thing. I'm going to go advanced and I'm going to go autosave interval. Okay, the bloody every 10 minutes autos. I don't mind autosaves because you don't want crashes, but God, give me a break. Okay, come on. Bring up this. Take that down so it's not blinding us. Come on, timber train, in you get. We haven't shifted off 1940 for a while, so it's good to start to try and progress stuff again. Okay, here I just want to check on this timber train first. So let's talk trains as well. We're going to need a train that's going to 3.2 in the hole, but wait until it lands. Let's see what we make. It's definitely got a full load on it. 336-bit logs. Oh yeah, look at that. Right, so you should back up now. Fantastic. I know that you're going to do the right thing, so that's brilliant. Okay. How's our line here? This hasn't been affected, has it? No, it's still off and off doing its thing. All right, so we're okay. I haven't broken the game just yet. Right, so we want what's our best tractive effort, our best speed? 85 clickety clacks at 233 kilonewtons, power of 2280 kilowatts. You're 104 at, you're 80 at 250. That one's not bad actually. That's a touch slower than that. It's 229 kilonewtons at 70 an hour. Typically we want to go for something like, we're going to go this one, I think. I don't know if it's for freight or not. I don't know if FD stands for freight. We don't have many options at the moment. We could go this one at 80, 250 kilonewtons, 100 tons. That one's 134, 2,280 kilowatts. 1,150. I think this one. We are going to go the lighter carriage as well. We'll start with the 57 again. It's on excellent, right? So let's have a look at this. On the high. Okay, so that's brilliant. On high, it's still going to do 85 clicks on high incline. So if you don't know, if you've never played before, if you just hover over this where it says excellent, if I keep adding carriages, you'll see that drop from excellent to good to mediocre to poor. Eventually it'll go to poor, I think. Will it? Poor. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. We luckily don't want that many people. Okay. That's a ridiculous passenger service if we did. For the moment, we're just going to go that. The 3, we'll start with the 3 again. It seemed to be a good effort. And we're going to run excellent. And you just hover over this, right? And it'll tell you on the flat gradient, it goes 85 kilometers perfectly, right? On the medium gradient, 85. On the high gradient, 85, right? Just so you know that that's what it's going to do on those gradients with its loads. Here I'll just show you one more thing. We go to, so it's on good. So you'll see the gradients change. So on high gradient, it will drop to 65 kilometers an hour as its speed on the high gradients. On the mediums, it'll still go that 85. That's why I like to keep it on that. When I say grade 1 incline, that is the medium gradient. When I say like the level 2 incline is basically your high gradients. Okay, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Let's add that, buy that, and put it on mountain passage. Oh, it's complained. Okay, where are you complaining about? Cargo stop can only be used for passenger vehicles. Right. I thought you might say that. So let's just hang on. You should. Right. Okay. Now. Now. Okay, we can do this because that does have passenger there. It's a matter of just changing this line. Right. Even though it's on the side where the passengers are, I've got an idea how we can sort this out. I do have an idea for this. I thought it might kick up a bit of a Barney here, because it's still classifying that as cargo. What we do, we still keep our platforms here. I might have to take that road out, you know. I'm even going to take that one out. Put in a third one. I'm going to give you back your cargo platforms here. Oh, you do have connection. Can I get a bigger one there? No. I might play with that later. I can definitely get that in though. That's fine. Put that in. Yeah, you've got a connection there now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. Shut up. Just give me a second, okay? All right, you're being pushy. Right, this is what we do. Hang on. We're going to actually put the track on this side here like this. Yes, we are. Which is going to make this even messier. Then we're going to do this again. Even though we shouldn't have to, but we are. We're going to go passenger. Right, so our line is actually switching. We're going to get the line to switch earlier. And then we're going to get it to come out of here. That is an absolute mess and I love it. It's so much track doing so much stuff. Just drink it up. just drink it up, gang. Eat it up while we can. It's all subject to change anyway as we go. Alright. I'm not even going to have you be able to switch because you're literally now just coming over into that platform. Hang on. Get rid of that for me. Ah, damn it. I didn't want to do that. Just have you, I'm going to have you try and swoop around here and plug into that for me nicely like that. Please allow, yes, that's what I want. Okay. Oh, look at the poor road. I'll sort that road out later. I mean, I could sort it out now. I don't know what this problem is. Did anyone order extra long episode today? With a side of track ride along? Okay, that's just a show road anyway. Wasn't anything for anything special, but you get what we want. Okay, and then obviously manage the line. You are now going into it would have worked. Had I left that before, it actually would have worked. But I'm actually okay with this now because it allows our freight to do more freighty things. And the passenger thing to just shoot in here and back out. That actually makes me a lot happier. Also, what? You should not have a problem anymore. Alright, so the problem was... Wait, pause. Gang. All I had to do was reselect the line here and it worked, apparently. It was still stuck on the old line. This is it. This is our train. It's working. We've got it working. Hooray! Oh, this is going to be brilliant. So, thank you for... that's not so brilliant. Thank you for joining me today anyway, gang. This has been an absolute hectic build. Yeah, so that was the issue. The issue wasn't actually my passenger service in the end. Well, it was to start with. The next problem was I just needed to reselect the line again, okay? Just FYI, just simple little things like that. If you're scratching your head, just make sure you reselect that line. Or either just by doing this, just go up to the line, set line, and just reselect it. Because I actually reset the line, repurposed the line, so yeah. Alright. So today's track ride along is brought to you by the letters H, A, and M. And the numbers H, A, N, K? No, they're not numbers. That's Hank. Well, it's brought to you by Ham and Hank. So please consider commenting down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, look at that view. Astronomical. Please stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. And enjoy this track ride along. Get out of here.